The story of a world championship is rarely told in full. Fans see the trophies, the podium celebrations, and the dramatic last lap battles. But behind every title fight, there are quieter moments inside the garage. Moments of trust, respect, and sometimes sacrifice between teammates. For Francesco Bagnaia, the 2022 MotoGP World Championship was not just about his own speed or Ducati's dominant machine. Years later, the Italian has revealed a surprising truth from behind the scenes. One of the most important figures in that title campaign was the man sharing the other side of the garage. That man was Jack Miller. While the Australian was fighting for results of his own, Bagnaia now says Miller played a crucial and incredibly sincere role during one of the most intense championship battles in recent MotoGP history. The professional relationship between Bagnaia and Miller grew within the Ducati structure long before the championship celebrations began. Miller joined the Ducati ecosystem in 2018 with Pramac Racing, while Bagnaia arrived a year later as a MotoGP rookie after winning the Moto2 World Championship in 2018. In those early years, Miller was the more established MotoGP rider. The Australian regularly showed strong pace and podium potential, while Bagnaia spent his first seasons learning the complexities of the Premier class and adapting to Ducati's demanding Desmocedes machine. Their dynamic changed significantly in 2021, when both riders were promoted to the factory squad, the Ducati Lenovo team. Sharing the same garage meant sharing data, feedback, and technical direction, something that would eventually become crucial to Bagnaia's development. That season proved to be Bagnaia's breakthrough year. He emerged as a genuine title contender, pushing hard against Fabio Quartararo throughout the championship before ultimately finishing as runner-up in the MotoGP standings. But the foundation for something bigger had been laid. The 2022 season became one of the most dramatic campaigns in modern MotoGP history. Bagnaia famously overturned a huge points deficit mid-season, producing a remarkable run of victories to climb back into championship contention. Throughout that tense title chase, every position on track mattered. Every overtake, every strategic decision, and every team dynamic inside the Ducati garage could influence the outcome of the championship. Bagnaia recalled a particular moment during the season when Miller demonstrated exceptional sportsmanship on track. According to the Italian, the Australian allowed him valuable racing room at a crucial point, an action that indirectly supported his title challenge. Rather than fighting aggressively against his own teammate in a risky situation, Miller chose a smarter and more respectful approach. For Bagnaia, that moment said everything about Miller's character. Miller is a fantastic person. For me, he is very sincere and incredible as a human being, Bagnaia explained. Even now, years after their partnership ended, Bagnaia says their friendship remains strong. We still talk quite often. He really is a great guy. In modern MotoGP, teammate dynamics can often become tense when championships are at stake. History is filled with rivalries inside the same garage, situations where cooperation disappears the moment a title becomes possible. But the relationship between Bagnaia and Miller was different. Miller understood the bigger picture inside Ducati's championship campaign. While he remained competitive, he also recognized when supporting the team's strongest title contender could benefit the entire project. That level of professionalism is not always visible to fans, yet it can shape the outcome of a season. Bagnaia eventually secured the 2022 MotoGP crown after a season filled with pressure, dramatic recoveries, and intense battles. While the spotlight fell on his riding talent, moments like the one involving Miller helped stabilize Ducati's internal environment during the championship run. At the end of 2022, Ducati made a major decision about its future lineup. The Italian manufacturer promoted Enea Bastianini to the factory squad, bringing Miller's time with the team to a close. The Australian moved to Red Bull KTM Factory Racing for the 2023 and 2024 seasons, where he became an important part of the Austrian manufacturer's development program. His career then took another interesting turn in 2025 when he returned to Pramac Racing, a team that had begun a new technical partnership with Yamaha. In that environment, Miller's role evolved. No longer just a race winner, he became one of the grid's most experienced figures, helping guide bike development while mentoring new arrivals, including Toprak Razgatlioglu as the world superbike champion adapted to MotoGP machinery. While Bagnaia's championship triumph cemented his place among Ducati's modern greats, the years that followed have not been without difficulty. After winning 2 world titles with Ducati, the Italian faced a challenging 2025 campaign and finished only 5th in the MotoGP standings. The following season also began with frustration after a 9th-place finish at the Thailand Grand Prix. Those results have inevitably triggered speculation about Ducati's future rider plans. Rising talents such as Pedro Acosta have already been linked with potential factory opportunities, adding further pressure inside the Ducati camp. For Bagnaia, the situation highlights how quickly the MotoGP landscape can change. Champions one year can find themselves fighting to reassert their authority the next. Despite the new challenges and shifting dynamics in MotoGP, Bagnaia says one thing remains clear when he reflects on his championship journey. The support he received from Jack Miller during the 2022 title fight remains one of the most positive and meaningful experiences of his career. In a sport often defined by fierce rivalries and internal tensions, the Bagnaia-Miller partnership stands as a reminder that respect between teammates can still exist at the very highest level. And sometimes the path to a world championship is not walked alone, even inside the same garage. Bagnaia's reflections also reveal something deeper about how championship campaigns are built within modern MotoGP teams. Success is rarely the result of a single rider operating in isolation. Instead, it often depends on the internal balance of a factory project, where riders, engineers, and management must work in harmony over an entire season. Inside the Ducati Lenovo team garage during the 2022 campaign, that balance was particularly strong. The Italian manufacturer had one of the fastest bikes on the grid, but maintaining a stable atmosphere between 2 highly competitive riders was just as important. Bagnaia believes Miller's personality played a key role in ensuring that harmony remained intact throughout the year.